Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and here's a headline from BitcoinExchangeGuide.com. Hong Kong market watchdog to ban retail investors and regulate all crypto trading platforms. Yeah, so this is an example of what not to do. If you're a government, like, this is exactly what you don't want to do, because all that's going to result is the rest of the world that isn't banning it is going to have economic benefits, and you are cutting yourself off from that. So well done here. And I want to speak also at least a bit about this concept, and it seems to me like conspiracy theory nonsense, and I've been ripping on the concept of conspiracy theories within the XRP community for a long time, especially as of late as things have been getting ramped up. I made a whole video about it because I do not like it. I really do not like that stuff. And so there's people spouting things like, oh, the powerful people around the world, they don't want you to get rich. That's why they don't want you to have XRP. And then when you know what my response is when I read stuff like that? Here it is. Oh. Can you hear me face palming? Like, actually, my palm's going to my forehead as I do this right now. Can you just hear that in that audible sigh right there? That, oh my God, Moon Lambo's not having that. That's pretty much my response when I come across this crap. It's ridiculous. And so think about this. So this is happening. Apparently, yeah, so whoever these powerful people are, and they're frequently not named. I don't know, these Illuminati people. It's just silly nonsense. Whoever the powerful people are, whether it's the government, whatever it is, they don't want you specifically to get rich. It's something about you specifically, or just the lower class. And I just think, holy hell, this is out of whack here. I've also got a tweet that I want to share from an individual who is a co-founder of Morgan Creek Digital. And he was really kind of talking about something that Michael Saylor said, who is the CEO of MicroStrategy, and that's the company that spent damn near $500 million on Bitcoin specifically, and like what it would take to just get like a explosion in terms of price action. And I got to tell you, for people that are involved in crypto in this, first of all, none of this happens without the people. And we here, like you, if you have ears and you're listening to this right now, you are in the world of crypto before like 99% of humans. Like I believe it's less than 1% or somewhere around 1% of humans on the planet that have ever bought crypto. So welcome to the 1% in that sense, anyway. Before I go any further, though, if you would please delicately tap that like button, I would definitely appreciate the support. And if you're a fan of Ripple and XRP and also don't like at all XRP conspiracy theory nonsense, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. You might not regret it, but no promises, damn it. Shout out to XPR Gangsta, I guess is how you're supposed to pronounce that. He wrote XPR. You'd think it'd be XRP, but who knows? Is that an oversight, or do you intend for it to be XPR? But anyway, tagged me in this piece. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. And so again, this is titled Hong Kong Market Watchdog to Ban Retail Investors and Regulate All Crypto Trading Platforms. No thank you. Hong Kong's market watchdog said on Tuesday that the city will now regulate all cryptocurrency trading platforms, including the overseas platforms targeting local investors operating in its financial hub, making a shift from its previous opt-in approach. According to South China Morning Post, with this, the aim is to ban retail investors from trading in cryptos and to end the unregulated trading of digital assets. The consultation paper is planned to be released on Tuesday to collect views on the proposed new rules that aim for investor protection and combat fraud and money laundering, said Christopher Hu Xingyu, whose name I absolutely nailed it. Like, oh man, I'm sure I absolutely said that correct. He's the Secretary for Financial Services and the Treasury. He said in a statement on Tuesday, quote, "Simply speaking, we will require all virtual asset trading platforms to be operating transparently, like working under the sunlight. Under the proposed new regulatory regime, they must fit in with the licensing requirements of the SFC and must follow all the investor protection and anti-money laundering regulation." Look, well, as far as anything along the lines of KYC and AML regulation, that makes all the sense in the world to me, but it certainly strikes to me in reading through this entire, I'm not going to read the whole thing, it certainly makes it pretty damn clear that it's not just that. They're like squashing opportunity here And so it's a couple ways to look at it. It takes away, what word do you want to use? Like freedoms of people? Is that too far? To like be able to invest in what they want to invest in, and then it's also stifling economic innovation, right? And so to me, it's a lose-lose type of situation when you see this. And so that's why, like, even me here in the United States, as much as we bitch about the United States lagging behind, at least there's no sign whatsoever that they're trying to stop, individuals from holding and trading cryptocurrencies, because that would be very bad. That would definitely be very bad. So what about these people that, I mean, it's like anytime I see this, it's like I just like I cannot relate. These conspiracy theory people. It's like there's something that, like, these people are wired so differently than me. It's like I hear something that is an outrageous claim, and my go-to is, okay, I'm willing to listen to you, but that is an extraordinary claim, and you need to provide extraordinary evidence if I'm going to even think that it's reasonably okay to consider that this is an actual thing, whatever the topic may be. And the other people, it's like there's just these claims, these outrageous claims. There's a certain type of person out there that is wired in such a way that they just find the concept of this to be so seductive. They're like, oh my gosh, I found something. I'm part of the special group here that is aware of this, and it's got to be true because dot connecting. There's no evidence, and I'm not categorically stating that all conspiracy theories are wrong. I'm just saying, like, even if you're even if you're right, ultimately find out years down the road that you were correct in your premise, it doesn't make it logical to believe that if there's not sufficient evidence. And so I'm coming at it from the type of perspective as a man I'm just wired this way, and I'm glad I am. I think it's like I'd prefer to be wired like this in life in general because it takes emotion out of it, like decision-making process. But I'm a data and logic individual. Like that's what drives me. And so things strike me in a certain way, and if there's not evidence, I'm just like, no. But I keep seeing these comments about powerful people that don't want you to have XRP. Who the hell cares if you have XRP? Other than, unless there's a government that just doesn't want people to hold crypto in general. And usually when that happens, by the way, it has more so to do with financial sovereignty. And sometimes they hide it under the veil of protecting people, which it is not doing. So there's that. But outside of stuff like that, who are these quote-unquote powerful people that don't want you specifically to have XRP because it's going to be worth too much? Do you not realize that in saying that, holy hell, it's only worth anything because people do have it. Okay, it's so bass-ackwards, right? It's not worth anything unless humans are trading it openly on cryptocurrency exchanges. So like if you're the person that is holding it and you think the powerful people, whoever that is to you, doesn't want you to have it, don't you think the powerful people, whoever the hell they are smart enough to understand that without people like you that are willing to emotionally buy and sell and speculate, there's not going to be volatility, which means that the price of XRP won't increase anyway? It's completely nonsensical. It doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense. That's what Moon Lambo has to say. It's completely silly. And so I think that people's baseline in life in general, when you're making decisions or deciding what you think is likely or believable, have your baseline be that of a skeptic. That's much more rational. It really is. And again, it doesn't matter. Even if some of these wacky things prove to be true in the future, I will still maintain that without any evidence, in the moment now, it doesn't make sense to believe it. I'm not going to blindly believe crap and then regret it because some of it happened to be true in the future. That's nonsensical. And as far as all this XRP stuff, I certainly suspect, I'll word it like that none of the conspiracy theories that I can think of off the top of my head, especially having to do with, XRP being backed by gold today, quantum financial system, you just name it, all the ones that have been the hot ones lately, none of them are true. None of them make any damn sense at all. It's completely bogus, made up crap. And I don't like it because some people, maybe some of them aren't exactly the way that I characterize them as they want to believe something so that they feel special. Maybe that's not everybody. I think it's probably some people. But some people, if they believe it then after hearing it, they're just being tricked. And either way, that's bad. Whatever the reason is, it's still bad. I still don't like it. And we don't need this stuff. There's too much awesome stuff going on in the world of crypto and within the XRP community and developers building on top of the XRP ledger. We don't need this crap. We really don't. There's enough great news that, seriously, anybody not in crypto, if you told them all the awesome news, that will sound like a conspiracy theory. It's that awesome until you explain and give the actual details. No, here's what's actually happening. Here's what the markets have done over the last decade. Here's the reason that there's a reason to suspect that the lopsided, just the completely asymmetrical gains we've seen over the last decade are likely to continue, perhaps. All of that type of stuff. But there are reasons to believe that. That's different, and people are jumping in. And so consider this. Here's a tweet from Jason A. Williams. This is one of the ones I was citing at the beginning of the video. Co-founder Morgan Creek Digital Assets, with his 52,800 followers on the Twitters. He wrote the following: "When the billionaires show up to buy Bitcoin, the price will moon. Michael Saylor says it will take 10 of them to put a material position on to achieve escape velocity. There are about 2,825 billionaires in the world. Imagine when they do their homework like Michael did." And so he put this tweet out. This is a newer tweet. I talked about this maybe, I don't know, a week or so ago in at least one or two of my videos. And I was citing Michael Saylor specifically and his position that if 10 billionaires put in $1 billion, it's just like off to the races, even if they're buying over the counter, because of the effect that would have in terms of supply. He seems to believe that even if bought over the counter, and even if the impact isn't immediate, you would still see a crazy response in terms of that. And so what would happen if that occurred? Well, look, not a financial advisor, not offering financial advice. I'm just sharing what I suspect would happen as your everyday Joe Schmo. I believe that XRP will continue to follow for the foreseeable future the price action of Bitcoin. And even if it lags behind by 6 months or a year or who knows how long, maybe it'll be even longer. I don't know. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying I don't know. But I still suspect that it would follow the price action of Bitcoin and act in kind. And I think that there are going to be multiple cryptocurrencies that on their own have trillion-dollar market caps. It would be super weird if this didn't happen. They are that important. Cryptocurrencies in general, they are that important. And there's that much utility to be had. And you're talking about money. Like, there are just so many reasons for all this. And so that's when I think along these lines, I'm just like, can we just keep things real at least? Because crypto is already crazy enough without the BS conspiracy theories. Can we just knock it the hell off? This channel is never going to be for that. This is not a hype channel. It's a realist channel, but there's certainly there's no shortage of optimism here, though. I'm not saying that. Obviously, if you listen to my channel, I am as bullish as they come, but in a realistic sense, not in a hypey conspiracy theory sense. We don't need that crap. I cannot stand the conspiracy theory crap and all this pre-allocation theory crap, all that. It's just a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of nonsense, and it's silly, and we're better than that. Or at least some of us are. The good news is, I will say this, though. Most people listening, and I know this for sure, most people feel the same way about this crap as me. It's like, it really is a fringe opinion if you buy into this stuff. And I'm not saying that you're a bad person if you do. I just think it's silly, and I disagree with you. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm saying the ideas are crap. The ideas, not you. And so if you are one of those people, fine. Nothing personal whatsoever. We're just going to have to agree to disagree, I suspect. But most people don't buy into that stuff. It is fringe stuff. It really is. And so I feel good about that, actually. It's just that it's one of those things where it's also like, those types of people, I've noticed, they're just noisier on Twitter. They're noisier in the comment section, in YouTube videos, not just my channel, but others also. They're just noisy people, and I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying they're very vocal. And so it can start to feel like those ideas are more mainstream than they are. But I can tell you this, like, I get, in terms of likes, I'm happy to be transparent. So my channel gets, across the lifespan of the channel, it's close to 97% thumbs up. And on videos where I talk about this stuff, it's still about the same. Like, it's still 96, 97%. And so if I were really pissing people off by stating this stuff, well, first of all, I'd probably just have to stop. But I'd also see a negative response in terms of like the number of people that are actually hitting thumbs up, because like they'd be thinking, no, Moon Lambo, you're wrong. This is real stuff. But people don't think that. They clearly don't think that. And that seems pretty clear to me. So take that for what it's worth. I feel better. I feel like I've kind of like vented a little bit. Hopefully you feel a little bit better too. If you're one of the people that's like me and you're also just kind of irritated by the silliness here, the powerful people, they don't want you to have the XRP. No, it's the secret people, man. They want the XRP for themselves. Like, what the hell is that crap? It's so stupid. The idea is stupid, not you if you believe that. The idea is stupid. All right, I'll just stop it there. But I'm going to continue to, from time to time at least, make fun of these ideas, because the ideas are utter nonsense. Nonsense. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.